What's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video we'll be covering the Chronicles of the Ogre, one of the coolest weapons in the entire Borderlands series, with possibly the best name. I'll be going over its entire journey, from the fun in the swamp to the city of far, far away, letting you know how you can get one in every game it's been in, and how well it performs. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like, and hey, maybe you want to subscribe or even follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to let me know in the comments if this is a gun you'd like to see in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and what gun we should chronicleize next, and let's crack into it. So the Ogre first appeared in the original Borderlands game. It's a support machine gun manufactured by Atlas and always comes in explosive at times 2 to 4 strength. It has the red text Ogre Smash, which, if you're a donkey, is not something you want to hear. It is one of the best explosive weapons in the game, dealing 15% more damage than your standard support machine gun, with a very high chance for its projectiles to detonate even at lower tech levels. An explosive machine gun is something that Rambo would wield, and who's the Rambo of Borderlands 1? It's got to be Brick. In his hands, the Ogre is happy in its swamp, dealing maximum explosive damage through skills like Endowed, but nothing can touch Roland, especially with the Heavy Gunner class mod, which can make for some insane DPS. It can come with a wide range of damage, accuracy and fire rate stats, but any combination will still see it perform well in all situations. However, there is one Ogre in particular that stands above all others. And I know what you're thinking, but we're not talking Shrek. We're talking the Ajax Ogre, a hybrid weapon dropped from Ajax, who you fight way out here in Road's End as part of the secret armory of General Nox DLC. This farm isn't a great one. Actually, it's kind of terrible, almost as bad as farming that last SDU in Lockdown Palace. Attempts are few and far between, but when considering the Ogre hardly drops from the world anyway, and this one is insanely strong, it's worth it, but just know your chances are slim. The Ajax Ogre is a combination of the Ogre and Ajax's Spear, which is a unique support machine gun Ajax is dedicated to dropping. It's an aftermarket weapon, kind of like the Dove Hornet, although this one you can still get in the enhanced edition. It removes the prefix and swaps out the regular barrel for the Ajax barrel, granting it increased damage, recoil and explosive power. It is the #1 assault rifle in the game, cutting down enemies stupidly fast. It doesn't matter who you play as, it'll Ogre Smash everyone, flattening enemy after enemy in a hail of explosive bullets. We next got to witness the Ogre's glory in Borderlands 2, but it wasn't until its final story DLC. Again, it is explosive only, but it is now manufactured by Mr. Torg and can only drop from Warlord Sloth about 1 in 5 times from the badass round of the Magic Slaughter, available after completing the Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep DLC, which is also available now as a standalone game if you weren't aware. It has the red text Ogres chew their food, but this thing spits out bullets, filling the screen with explosive projectiles that tear through health bars. It deals 90% weapon damage as splash damage, which is also boosted by grenade damage. That's something that Axton and Krieg can take advantage of, serving as the #1 assault rifle in their hands. On the other characters, the Ogre is still a formidable weapon thanks to its raw explosive power, but there's something else going on here that makes it even better. Aside from its chance to fire rapid bursts of 2, the Ogre will also occasionally pat itself on the back and grant it some weapon bonuses. Those bonuses include increased fire rate and reload speed, alongside ricocheting projectiles, which are active for a short period and can be applied to other weapons as well. That unique effect makes this gun even more deadly and helps it to blow back mobs even faster. It's best used at close ranges due to its poor accuracy, but that is balanced by its mammoth magazine size, which lets you literally spray and pray with peace of mind. For a gun that just wants to be left alone, this Ogre is devastating when cornered, with all characters able to enhance it in different ways to produce one of the game's top assault rifles. Even though there's no Ajax here, that doesn't stop it from chewing through the competition. It's in Borderlands 3 where we see the latest version of the Ogre back for another adventure with a different manufacturer pulling the strings. This time it's Vladov who put their own spin on it. Again, it only comes in explosive with a large magazine size and deals good damage. It has an increased chance to drop from Anointed Alpha, who you fight around here in the Anvil as part of the Malevolent Practice quest. This Ogre has the flavor text, "It's all Ogre now," which I believe is what Shrek whispered in Fiona's ear at the end of Shrek 4. Or was it Donkey's? Either way, this Ogre maintains the inaccuracy of its predecessor, firing rockets from its barrel all wonky donkey, which travels slower than you'd like. And saying that, they do hit hard, especially if you run Mose, who is able to take its splash damage up a notch. It's a gun whose fire rate gradually grows as you hold that trigger down, and Mose can pretty much hold it down forever. She can even summon Shrek to fight alongside her with the Green Monster class mod equipped. You won't be able to see him, but my word, you can sense him. Enemies should check themselves before they Shrek themselves. The Ogre is a gun with no remorse. Your enemy's chances of surviving an encounter are smaller than Lord Farquaad on a far quad. The dude can't even reach the handlebars. Every Vault Hunter can send them far, far away to the land of far, far away, although Mose is definitely the one that can send them further. In saying that, Amara can use skills like Heavy Rain to get its projectiles firing more at the speed of those seen in Borderlands 2, and just handle better overall. It still is one of the best purely explosive assault rifles you can get in the game, especially without any DLC, and is a gun you can't grow tired of using. Overall, the Ogre is a gun that's broken up with a number of manufacturers, but still maintained its divine form. Its Borderlands 1 and 2 variants are rare but powerful, with the aftermarket Ajax Ogre of Borderlands 1 serving as its most powerful appearance. Although Borderlands 3's Ogre isn't as strong as the others, it's one we can all easily enjoy and simply has to appear in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned about the Ogre's history across all the main Borderlands games. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what weapon you want to see covered next, and whether this is a gun you want to see back spitting explosives yet again in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And I'll catch you in the next one.